All right, Menogishap everyone, how are we doing today? If you guys want, can you please turn on your camera just for those 5 minutes so that way I know you're there. Again, that goes along with participation. So Miigwech Levi. Miigwech Grayson.
I'm here.
All right,
I know I'm here.
Miigwech Isaiah. And is Turtle JC?
Yeah.
All right. Miigwech.
Plug this in, plug this
All right. Is Cats Meredith? Oh, Miigwech Anthony. All right.
Yeah.
Right. So just waiting for, we have a Samsung SM. I know Isaiah said he was here. Keldon's usually good at turning his on, so we'll wait that. But with that, how's everybody's Wednesday going? Going good? Cool. Are you guys excited that we have a half a day today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exciting, a half a day. So that'll be nice. Well, I'm going to get into my shared screen and we're going to be going over what month it is and all that. And I am going to put it out there as we're going through. You guys can keep in mind, I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I think it'll be a fun one to see if you can say the month and the date in Anishinaabemoan. So I'm going to go over the month and then also what day it is and then also what date it is as well. So you could say like it's Wednesday, January, should be what, the 20th? Yes, 2021. But I'm going to go over all that before I give you guys that challenge. And then if no one's feeling up to it, that's okay. And then I'll announce that. But I think that'll be fun to try today. So with that, I am going to get into screen share. I'm going to do share sound as well because, and is my camera on? I can't recall.
Going.
That's what I thought. You're like, let me exit out of that and share that with you guys. My apologies. Even had to flip it over. All right, shared screen. And my PowerPoint is not up. There we go. X out of this. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to do both for shared computer sound and optimized sound because I do have a few YouTube links. I'm hoping they'll work great from my PowerPoint today. All right. All right, so we are in Manadoo-Geesis, the spirit moon. That means it is still January. We're in Manadoo-Geesis, and let's look at that. If we look at our calendar, right on Nishtana, it is the 20th day of Manadoo-Geesis. Well, we could say Nishtana-Gijiga, the 20th day of January. And we can see that it's a half moon today. So or half quarter, however you want to say it. So that's exciting. So we're about a week away from our full moon, actually, from the 28th. So remember, Manadoo-Geesis, it is January, the spirit moon. Sorry, responding to someone real quick. All right, so Manadoo-Geesis, January, the spirit moon. All right, and then we're in our new year, and we can say Mino Apatababun, Apatababun, and we're just talking about that Batal part. That isn't really talking about something new. It's just talking about something that's in the middle. And for us, like this is the middle of winter, so it's just middle, the boon, that happy new year. And we also have our Anishinaabe New Year coming up in the springtime as well. All right, now we have Ni jo sagon sha ni shana shabajik. Ni jo shagon sha ni shana shabajik. Ni jo shagon ni shana shabajik. So with that, does anyone want to take a try at saying today is we don't have to say Wednesday, we can say it's January 20th, 2021. Would anyone like to take the opportunity to try? So I will give it a try. So we can say today is, so it is Manadu Jesus Nishana. And then we have Nishagon Shah Nishanasha Beshik, and it's January 20th, 2021. It might seem like a lot, but it's really not, because we know when we were learning our language and just breaking down the syllables in the beginning, we did our alphabet. We have that going back. We have ma, ne, du. So we have it broken down 3 times. That A, I, and double O. Manado. Then we have Jesus. We have that double I and I. Jesus. So Manadu Jesus. And then I don't have the word niche. Well, I have nishtana right here in our well, you can't even see my cursor like I thought. But I have nishtana. That's that ni shta na. So it's just breaking it down. Then even for the word 2000, ni jo sagon shani shana shabajik 2021. Getting into Gijigadon, days of the week. Gijigadon.
Kichikoton.
Miss Shen for saying that word. You did it really great. So me glitch for that. So Gijigadon, days of the week. We're talking about our past, present, and future. First we started off with just the past, present, and future, but then we extended it to the day before yesterday and the day after tomorrow. So getting into that, Nongon today is Niswe Gishiga, and it's that numerical order that we're going in. So it is the 3rd day of the week. Niswe Gishiga
Niswagishika.
Nishin. Okay. And then we have yesterday, Jinago. Jinago. Yesterday was Nish Gishiga, that Tuesday. Nish Gishiga. Tuesday. Then we have Wasnago. The day before yesterday, Natam Gijigat. Natam Gijigat. And then we have Wabong for tomorrow. Niwan Gijigat. Niwan Gijigat, the 4th day. The Waswabong. Nanan Gijigat. Nanan Gijigat. All right, that's our Gijigadon. All right, so I entered that new word and I said that this will be our kind of word of the week, gagagado. Sorry, I said that a little fast for you guys. Gagigado. Yeah, gagigado. He or she speaks. And we were talking about what Monday when you guys had that day off. It was Martin Luther King Jr.
Junior Day.
It's his day, yeah. And so we kind of abbreviate it, and sometimes we'll say MLK Day. And I mentioned we could even say MLK Gijigat. It's not taken away from his name, Martin Luther King, or anything like that. It's just we're putting that our language in with it too, and just replacing the word day for Gijigat. So Gagigado, Gagigado. Let's all say that together. Gagigado.
Gagiguro.
Listen, she or he speaks. It could be anyone speaking. I think with the days to come, I'm going to add in about speaking with passion or with kindness. And like we'll have those Anishinaabe words up there too to translate as well. But I figured with this being day 2 of looking at this, we would just go with Gagigado. Gagigado. He or she speaks. All right, we are going to be getting into, I'm going to play this for you on YouTube. I'm hoping that it'll take us right to YouTube. Before I get into it though, my picture on the left, that's more Greek mythology and their constellation and stuff. Does anyone know what constellation that is? Or do you guys see a familiar constellation within that picture on the left?
Warriors? Is
So
it warriors?
is it what?
Warriors?
It is a warrior, yes, that is.
Native?
Well, we have one that's a native. Well, the native one isn't referred to as a warrior. The one on the left, you could say that. He has a name though.
I think they actually refer to him, well, the name that you're trying to get and
Yep.
the hunter in
Yeah,
the case.
he is a hunter. So if you guys look at the waist of that hunter, that's Orion's belt. And then the overall is Orion and the lion. Now, throughout our constellation, we know that as Orion's belt, the 3 stars along the waist.
Yeah.
Please.
So that's Orion, the
Yeah.
hunter. In our story as an Anishinaabe, we actually, the same constellation, we call that the winter maker. Ga Babune Kid. Ga Babune Kid. Ga. Oh, I'm going to let Sadie come in unless Mr. Ireland beats me.
I got you.
I think I got him. I think I raced and beat him. But that's the winter maker, and we're gonna actually watch a story about him on YouTube as well with a duck. But before we go, I'm going to go to my link, click on it, and hopefully it'll go to it, and we'll listen to that.
You beat up a lion.
Let me know if you can't hear it or if I need to go to it directly.
No.
Can you guys see that? I paused it real quick.
I only see a black screen thing.
You guys see the star now or no?
No. It got way worse.
Okay. I will stop my share then, and I will go to, because I want you guys to hear how another speaker says it. So I will go to YouTube real quick. And let's see, go to my PowerPoint. And the good thing about it is, oh, excuse you. We can copy and paste. But I think it's important too to hear how other speakers speak the language too. And all I'm doing is just talking about how to pronounce it. So it's just really like a 30-second clip of how it's pronounced.
Wait, when was this drawn?
When was this drawn?
Yeah.
I'll have to get back to you on that part. So this is a 31-second video. I'm going to go back to you guys and hit share screen.
I hope it works.
It should this time because I'm gonna I'm going right to the link versus the YouTube.
All right. Yep, I can see it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it up.
Who's that? Is that a girl?
That's a man.
Oh man. Woman.
All right, and I'm gonna pause it. Ga Banuna Kid. Ga Banuna Kid. Old Man Winter. And underneath where you see it says the Winter Maker. I call them Old Man Winter because that's sometimes what we refer to him at in today in the present. Underneath it is syllabic, so that's another form of a way to write Anishinaabe as well. And I don't know, that's something we as AB teachers always talked about potentially. With you guys. Okay, I'm going to stop shared screen again, and then I got to go back to my PowerPoint. If that didn't work, I'm going to need to go to my other one and copy this link. Because this one's you're gonna be hearing a story and they're reading the story. And it's about Gab Kid, old man, we call him the Winter Maker, or some people refer to him as Old Man Winter. And he has this story with the duck. And it kind of talks about more the way we perceive winter. So we're gonna get into that.
Those baby shows.
Bear with me
Go
while I
on.
pull that up. I'm gonna paste that in there. All right. Gonna go to my shared screen again. Gotta go to Zoom. All right, share screen. Making sure I have optimize hit. And you guys should be able to see that, correct?
Anything.
Oh, you paused it or something. Oh,
Can you guys, I paused it just now. Were you guys not hearing it play?
yeah. I was like, hey,
Okay, yep, you were hearing the singer sing. So all right, I'm gonna unpause it and hit play. And this is just a 4.5 minute video.
all right. Who was that?
It just said diamond in the sky.
The Wintermaker, it was the spirit of winter, noticed that the duck seemed to be very happy. And he said, there's something wrong here. That even though that his lodge was warm and comfortable and he was eating well, the Wintermaker got very jealous and very evil. So he was angry at the duck and the defiance of the cold blast of winds he would send down to him. He appeared happy and contented as if it were summer. The Wintermaker said, I'll send weather he can master. So the Wintermaker poured forth the cold
This video. Yeah.
so it was impossible to live in the open air. Still,
This girl.
Chris kept his warm fire going,
Good.
managed to locate fish and bring them in the worst of weather. Not understanding how this was possible, the Wintermaker decided to go and visit the duck. That very night, he went to the door of Shungabis's lodge. Shungabis had cooked a meal of fish and was lying on a reed bed, telling his stories and singing his songs. The little fisherman knew that the Wintermaker was outside the door because he felt his icy breath. He kept on telling stories and singing songs, although the Wintermaker was not present. At length, the Wintermaker entered the lodge and took a seat opposite Shungabis. And Shungabis refused to notice him.
That looks cool.
Got up as if no one was there, took his poker, stirred the fire so it burned brighter and hotter. All the while, he continued to tell his stories and sing his songs. As it got hotter in the lodge, tears started to flow down the Wintermaker's cheeks. These increased so fast, he said so himself, I can't stand it, I have to get out. So he went out and left Shungabis to his stories and songs. Now truly upset with the duck, the Wintermaker decided to make the ice so thick that Shungabis could not get any more fish. Still, by persistence and great diligence, Shungabis managed to pull up the frozen reeds and find an opening in the ice to go down for fish. At last, the Wintermaker had had enough. I cannot defeat him, he said. He must be aided by some great Monadoon. I can neither freeze or starve him. He is a very singular being, and therefore I'll leave this land to him. And so the Wintermaker moved further north, and as it warmed up, the summer birds returned. Now, I like this story because
All right, I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna come back. I'll do my stop screen share real quick. I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint for you guys. For some reason, I always want to go to the top of the page for sharing my screen. All right. Enhance bits. All right, so we were learning, you heard that story about the Wintermaker. Now you didn't hear about how he came to be. You heard about the way he was. How was he in the story? Was he someone that was helpful to the creatures of Earth, or was he someone who was more challenging to them?
More challenging.
Yeah, he was. He challenged them a lot because at one time, Shikagami Quay was his domain. He roamed that, and he kept things just like when we learned about the Wolverine and stuff, and the Star World,
Do you know Chris Zuko's?
about keeping everything so cold and barren there. That was one of his things, is he kept everything so cold. But that Jajip, that, but they also called it that it was a mallard duck, the Jingleman's, that duck. It's a duck that actually we can see today still. And if you guys ever go out on some winter walks, especially down by the Chippewa River, either at Nelson Park or Island Park, or even the dams, there's still ducks that hang out there. And it just talks about their ability to survive these harsh winters. And for Kid, that winter maker, he noticed that and recognized of that duck. So what did he do? Where did he go? Did he go to Giwedanong, Wabanong, Jawanong, or up in Gishmok? While you're answering that question, think about that. Gunner, bring me your iPad. Is it on? Is your computer on? Did you mute them? Bring it over here so I can check because I don't hear anybody. Yep, bring it over here right now. So which way did that winter maker head in the story? Was it
North.
Yeah, he headed north. Good. That's good to bring that in Jaganash one. Bring me your laptop right now.
Even by being school.
Yeah. So he headed north at Giwedanong. Gunner Stevens, right now. Bring me the computer.
What?
All right. So that
Daddy!
winter, that's where he went to. So he went north. And then what happened when he went north?
He went to go find another fishing spot.
Yeah, he went to go find not so much another fishing spot. He went to go find a place that was further north than that was in the northern sky, where he ended up dwelling in the Star World, and he gave the land back to those the earth beings. But with that though, it kind of talked about that changing throughout the seasons again. That duck that was able to stay and be a great hunter for that area, he was able to bring that for other beings as well. But getting back to that, I wanted to point out, when I talk about culture and stuff, and not just ours, I think it's neat that as an Anishinaabe and talking about Orion and Orion's belt and stuff, the same constellation, we have our own stories.
Pretty good.
And for us, it was the winter maker. He was the one
Yep.
who made winter.
No,
All right.
no, that's freaking
Back with that,
Okay.
I'm going to stop share screen. I'm going to come back and pull that board. Does anyone have any questions about that story?
I only thing I have to say is pretty good.
Oh, I'm glad. I know I heard that throughout some of the artwork that was in the story and stuff, how you guys I heard some comments about that. That was awesome. So most of our stories that we've been hearing, oh my goodness, Ela, your dog's so cute. Levi, I like your dog. But if you've noticed, a lot of our stories have been about the universe and in the Star World. I'm gonna try to go with that theme a little bit longer for this week. I don't know about next week, but I'm hoping in February, when we come back and we're in person and stuff, we can start doing a project with the universe and in the Star World and stuff. I think that would be neat. With that, I am going to turn the class back over to Mr. Ireland. And I know he'll let you know how long break is. I did go over 3 minutes, so my apologies.
I'm gonna
And
go
my
ahead.
apologies for you guys to have to listen to me to get after Gunner.
I'll-
5 years old and already knows how to kind of get out of the system.
All right, so for us, we're gonna go 4 minutes, which will start us at 9:08. We're gonna have a math check my progress. So the only thing you need for math is scrap paper, pencil, or a dry erase board or something on which you can figure out an answer and type it into the Google form. We will start at 9:08 with our instruction.
I am. What? Well, you wanna what's it called? I don't know what it was, but he said it was for class.
But it's nice to see
Yeah, but I'm telling the truth.
you,
I'm telling the truth.
Isaiah. It's been a while. Nice to see Sadie's name. Love to hear from Meredith a little more, but always happy to see the fun, exciting names you come up with each day. I have a heating pad. This is what this is. For whatever
You
reason.
keep my name.
This room must be the right temperature today because I've got I've got 3 dogs sleeping directly behind me, right? All passed out on the bed.
Yeah, we are
That
having
does.
a war in my house over the heat right now. My kids do not like it hot, and so they're messing with the thermostat.
So
And-
you're asking if they're paying the bill.
yeah, no, they upped the ante and started messing with the furnace. So they're just shutting the furnace off. So
Yeah, I get the difference between
the furnace.
body clocks for you and most other human
You're
beings.
warm-blooded, boy.
That's probably taking it a wee bit too far.
Yeah, yep. I gotta strategize here because I'm outnumbered, and I'm just like I don't even know where to go from there.
But
But
occasionally you put a lock.
heated blanket, sweatshirt.
We put well over the thermostat at one time. We had a lock thing around it because people would turn it up at night. And when we were renting the house in Bay City, and it was an old house, so it took a lot to heat it, and it was no bueno to my bills. We put a lock on it because we didn't need to be 90 degrees in the house.
Oh no, I think I'm reasonable. I try to keep it at 75. I think that's a little hot for some, but
It would be a lot hot for me.
yes. So
It's kind of hot though.
75 is hot.
I guess you're warm-blooded
I'm both.
for sure. Well, I'm both because when it's cold out, like when I'm
Right.
freezing, I want it to be hot. When I want it to be cold.